Hello YouTube, this is Irvin. So, it's finally time to talk about the game that I really like to play, even though I never showcase it in my streams. This is not a guide on how to play the video. There are a lot of other guides out there that are really good, so I will maybe link them to you. But this is more about talking about the game because I do want to cover more things related to Umamusume on this channel. Therefore, I might be yapping a lot. Sorry, this is just my style. To get to the point, I'm not a guide maker. I'm probably the laziest guide maker out there. I just wanted to give you more of a visual approach to like what this game is about. If that's what you were interested in, keep watching. If not, then yeah, go ahead and check out the other guides. Just before I start, if you want to have the short version, so the TLDR, I will link you to the guide over at GameTora. They have beginner guides over there. If you want to read it all, it's there. It's on the internet. However, this is a little bit outdated. As you can see, this is from 2021, but the core mechanics are still the same. So, with that being said, I will jump right into the game and talk about this game a little bit. I really do not have any structure here at all. I just wanted to give you an overview of what this game is about. Yeah, what you should be expecting, because this is going to be a more popular game. So the Japanese version has been around for like, I don't know, 4 years, something, 5 years maybe, I don't know. I've been playing the Japanese version for quite a bit, but not that much really. I really enjoyed it very much. The community is very nice, and since this game didn't really have an English release, we had a lot of people in the community trying to translate the game, and it's such a good thing to have the global release and everyone enjoying the game. First of all, not only on the mobile, but on Android and iPhone, or iOS I mean, but also on Steam, which is really cool. Yeah, I really hope they will make a landscape port for that. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So this is my, I don't know what I should call it, my game account. So this is Halloween. I forgot your name. It's been such a long time since I've logged into the game. But I did make sure that I got the DMM running. It was a hassle for some reason. So the game is about, as you can see, horse girls, if that's not very apparent. I am skipping through the more obvious stuff. So what this is about is a horse racing game. So there is gacha involved, but not really, because you can basically play any horse and do very well with it. It's basically just pull for whatever horse you like and go with it, because everyone is viable, if that's something you want to ask. The real like gacha mechanic, or like the real gacha in this game are actually the support cards, which I will cover maybe in a later video. But basically, it's like your equipment, not really, but that you will take on when you do train the horses, and then you have those support cards that give them certain stats and certain skills that they can then use during the races. And making sure that you have a really good set of support cards before you go into the training will actually increase your chances to not only win the races, but actually get really good Umas that you can then use and go ahead and use them in PvP. There is PvP in this, but it's not like you don't have to try hard this one. As for the details, there's a stamina system. There is like the RP is how many times you can versus like in PvP, I think. But again, like that's not the focus of the game. It's really just about collecting Umas and have fun with them, right? So the way this game works, this is very interesting, is that once you collect the Umas in the gacha, or like you have some in the beginning, you collect these, I guess, templates. Which these ones are not like the real Umas that you would use in, like, you cannot train, like you can train them, as you can see, they're just templates. You can make the templates stronger, and you take them into the training mode here. And there are tons of different scenarios here. I'm not going to over all of them, but at the beginning of the global release, we only have the URA scenario here. And what the scenarios are, basically different game modes that you can train your Umas in with different like scenes and cuts. If you want to check them out, then yeah, go ahead. But I usually skip all of this stuff, and each scenario gives you has a different special elements to it, but usually the later scenarios will give you stronger Uma. So if you can see in the top right, so with this scenario, like the strongest Uma that I got like 9,700 points. It's B+. As you progress, the Umas that I got became much stronger. Make a new track is like 15k. This one I didn't really understand. It was just, this was totally different than what we used to play. This one I totally skipped, and this one had a huge jump. So Lark Arc, so Paris was really nice. Also was very difficult to place really well in that one. But those Umas here are at the U ranks over 20k is quite nice. Anyways, so you choose your scenario and you pick your template. This is what I wanted to talk about. So these Umas are not like the Umas that you would use in the PvP. Basically, what you will do is you choose an Uma, you choose a parent, like parent 1 and parent 2, and just select anything. And it's like similar to Pokemon, where you breed them for competitive battles and you try to get like good natures, good IVs. It's like similar in this game where you breed Umas. I mean, as you can see, the parents inherit really good stuff. I'm going to go over these things and what they mean later. But basically, there are Umas that are good at short distance, medium distance, long distance, and dirt Umas. So Umas on dirt tracks. And there's like the strength stat, the speed stat, the stamina stat, the guts, and the intelligence stat. All of them are relevant for certain specific Umas. But again, I will talk about that later, or just watch another guide maker talking about it. And then yeah, you go ahead and train the Umas. I'm not going to show you this in detail for now. After you train the Umas, you will get these wait, no, that wasn't it. This one. As you can see, you will then create these Umas which have like certain ranks. And as you can see, I have like multiple Ogre caps. Yeah. One in A+ and one in S. So what does it mean is that I have went through 2 different scenarios and gotten one in A+ rank and one in S rank. So you can use both in PvP, but only like one unique one, obviously. But yeah, you can train them, and these are like your horses that you will then use and race in. Like, I guess the only end game content is the PvP really. But if you have fun raising the horses, then I mean you can do that without ever doing the PvP. But yeah, it's there. So the gacha system is very simple. There are tons of different banners, and they rotate quite frequently. I think like every 2 weeks or so. Especially for the global version, we're going to have like a lot of different. Like I think I also said that they will catch up onto the Japanese version much quicker. Though I expect there are going to be a ton of different. I think there is a lot to pull from. That's what I mean. So you pull from the banner with carrots or carrots, but written carrots. You can pull for Umas, so the horses themselves, or you can pull for these things, the cards, the support cards, which give you certain stats or certain skills that your Umas will inherit. Yeah, and use in the races. If you want to ML, so max limit break them. Requires like 5 cards in total, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, there is no, like, there is a pity of 200. So if you pull 200 times on the banner, then I think you can get the Uma you want. But really, the problem is if you come from other gacha games, on modern gacha games, you usually have the advantage that the pity is carrying over. In this case, the pity is not carrying over. So if you are at 199 pity and the banner disappears, yeah, sad, right? But I think the gacha rates are quite nice. It's like not that bad. So let me check. I don't know where the rates are. Anyways, doesn't even matter. So I would go over like a couple of menu points, but I mean, you don't have to read Japanese. You will get the English version soon enough, so I don't have to cover it all. It looks quite clunky, but it's not that bad. So on the bottom right, like this big blue, like big green button, this is where you get to your scenarios and train your Umas. You have the shop, you have the inventory, you have like music if you want to change or play music. And then you have this guild system, which, I mean, I don't know, I don't use at all. And then you have the, collect your mail stuff, options. Don't worry about this too much, you will get a proper translation soon, but basically settings. And you get a lot of carrots from like raising the Umas or doing certain stuff here, and you can collect them here in this menu. But basically everywhere where you see these horseshoes on the bottom part of the screen here, it's basically there's something to do. You can claim or you can raise, or like it just is an indicator for, hey, you can do something here, right? So it's like your red dots, and typical gacha, you just check out all the horseshoes items and see if there's anything you want to do. I'm not going to go deep into this. I just wanted to give you a short visual overview of like what this game is about. Maybe that was not the best way to showcase the game. It's a really cool game. I will make another video on like the actual racing part, because I think it's very in-depth and you can do a lot there, but again, like I'm not the best guide maker out there. I just roll with the flow, and more of a stream guy. So if you want to watch me doing stuff and talk about it, then you can also check out the streams though. I will cover the game more frequently in the future. I do have other things planned in the future, naming I'm going really hard on Ethereum Restart right now. But also Honkai Star Rail is going to get a really cool patch, but this one is just about Uma, right? It's a very different game than the usual game. Like if you have never played a racing game before, I would definitely recommend trying it out and see if, I mean, if you like idols, if you like horse, if you like anime girls, then this is something for you, right? But it really talks to a very specific audience, but if it's for you, you already know if it's for you, but just by looking at it, right? So have fun with it. I also recommend the anime. It's really nice. It's really cool. It also helps you get closer to these Umas, and yeah, a nice watch. Well, with that being said, this is my first, I guess, kind of a guide video. If you want to check out more, then I will make more videos, and if not, I will still make more videos. So with that being said, see you, goodbye.